What does a girl look for in a guy?
Money.
Money, you know what I'm saying?
Money, that's it. Just money.
And looks a little bit, maybe.
These chicks are clueless and naive, running their mouths without ever being near real success or real money. They hate men who actually know their value because it exposes just how little they bring to the table. And now men are waking up, saying it's better to stay single than waste time with women who think they're the prize just for existing.
I like rich niggas. I like men that you can Google.
What is that bare minimum number for you then? In that case, are we talking millionaire?
I like millionaires. Not every man is a millionaire, but I'm a weird bitch. Like, I need to see how you treat your mom. I need to see your hygiene.
Okay, can you give us a number? Because you're going into small details that come in later on in the relationship.
What? What the number of what?
What's the number he's got to make a year?
$1 million a year, $2 million a year.
What is it?
50K a month, 100K a month.
I'm gonna say $1 million a year.
All right, that's about $80,000-$90,000 a month.
But if men say we want a low body count, that's unrealistic. I don't think she's ever been in a real relationship before. Good luck finding a millionaire who doesn't just use you and throw you in the trash the next day.
What do women want?
Money.
Just money.
Just money.
You really believe that?
Yes.
100%.
And 100%.
Tell me why you think that.
Because most of the ladies that I have met, they want money.
Do you have money?
Yes, why not?
Are you rich?
Not much.
Okay. So then you don't get the ladies?
No, I can get.
And then they find out you're not rich and they're like, oh.
No, it's okay. No. A lot of them, they are interested, but I will stay far away because I feel they want money.
All women.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to meet a rich woman.
No.
Why not?
No, I'm not interested in this. Again, I will explain it to you.
Yeah.
Okay? So today, let's say you have money.
Okay.
Okay? And I have money.
Okay.
But in the future, maybe you will not have money. But I will continue with you, no problem, because I will be the provider.
Okay.
But if you have money and I have money, and in the future I don't have money, you will not continue with me.
Oh, I don't know if that's true. I have a lot of girlfriends that have some broke-ass husbands.
That's why so many women are pressed, because the obsession is gone. The simping is dying out, and all they've got left is bitterness. Truth is, they gave themselves away to half the squad, and now they're mad that men with standards don't want them.
Girls think that they want to date a high-value man until he starts calling you out for not taking responsibility, before he starts holding you accountable, before he has higher standards for you than you have for yourself. Everyone talks about, oh, date a high-value man. This is what you do to have to attract a high-value man. But I've never heard anyone talk about, like, actually dating a high-value man takes a totally different kind of woman. It's not for the weak. I have other friends who are dating, like, very loving, very successful, perfectionist, ambitious men, and it is not for the weak.
They don't want a high-value man. They just want his valuables.
Reason why young men especially are hesitant to get married is because for a lot of men, they don't see any benefit from it. You're just putting yourself at a disadvantage. If someday she could say, you know what, I'm not really feeling this anymore, I'm going to divorce you, but you're still going to be responsible for paying for me for the rest of your life.
Like I said, I'm pro prenup, and alimony is not gendered. It's literally a formula in most states. And so in a situation, I do think, like, yeah, if a man wants to get married, you should think about this. You should think about this possibility. But I don't think that it's fair that a woman who has given up so much in order to be a homemaker shouldn't have any shouldn't have anything. She should just be left on the street.
Strong, independent women should be insulted at the concept of alimony and child support, right? They don't need no man. None of these women are homemakers. They're home breakers.
You can prove me wrong real quick. I'm just going to ask you one question, and I already know the answer to it, but I'm hoping that you surprise me. What is it that you bring to the table for this 1%? Besides a place for him to stick his...
I give great massages.
Are you have you been trained? Are you a massage therapist?
No, it's natural.
Wait, what else do you bring to the table?
Cook, I clean, I'm fit, I would raise the kids.
Very basic shit that every woman can do.
And wait, remind me your age. You're 37, right?
36.
Oh.
You can't give him kids either. Where did you find her, Brian? You're almost 40. The biological clock is pretty much clocked out at this point. And you want a multi-millionaire, 0.1%, in an area that has the most
Tons of
beautiful young
millionaires.
20-year-old women on planet Earth. Does that summarize your position?
Any woman looking for a multi-millionaire isn't looking for a relationship. I guess she's not aware that a millionaire can afford a maid and cooked food, as well as a professional massage therapist.
Totally, if you want to wait until marriage and you previously slept with 100 people, that's your call. However, I think a lot of men and a lot of guys are going to look at that and be like, well, you had one standard before and now you've shifted it. And again, 100% it's your call, but men are also free to feel a certain type of way about this shift.
Hypocrisy is the root of most problems. You can't expect to be with someone who has morals if you yourself don't have any, because they also get to choose.
All right, y'all. Here's the question. Why do men tend to marry more average-looking women than 8, 9s, and 10s? Well, y'all, your girl got an answer for you. I did some research, so let's get into it. So the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology did a study. Men were asked to indicate what they preferred in a mate: physical attractiveness, earning potential, or personality traits. And as we know, chose physical attractiveness. The study paired them with their ideal type and allowed them to have a conversation. Unfortunately, after that conversation, most men lost interest. A psychotherapist from the study said this: men long term looking for qualities that make them feel comfortable and empowered, and the ability to trust their partner. There was more insecurity expressed when dealing with more beautiful women, the fear of losing them to other suitors. Men tend to select someone who seems like a more reasonable option and doesn't stretch them out of their comfort zone. It's an evolutionary thing. Men ended up liking the women they liked more as people than the women that were most attractive.
If a woman is beautiful, that's good for her. If a woman is intelligent, resourceful, and kind, that's good for us. A woman's looks catches my attention. Her personality, character, intelligence, and fidelity keeps our attention.
I told my husband I wanted a divorce. And this would probably shock a lot of my friends and my family because I hadn't told anybody. I have been searching for something in my relationship that we don't have for the whole time we've been married, which has been 10 years. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. He is the most self-disciplined, loyal, hardworking, good person that you could meet on this planet.
This is exactly why so many men don't want to get married. Because they could be the most loyal, hardworking, honest, good man, but then they end up divorced. That is scary because if he's literally doing nothing wrong, then what can he fix? But here this man is. He's already doing everything. What's even worse is that this has been going on in her head for 10 years. He probably had no clue, and then she'll give him 6 months to somehow fix it after it's been going on for more than 10 years. It's so unfair. And this is what men mean when they say that it came out of nowhere, that they were blindsided. She blindsided him. She can't say that, well, she told him 6 months ago that it was a problem and it needed to be fixed, and then they end up in divorce, and then she claimed that she didn't blindside him. You did blindside him.
She refuses to talk to her husband of 10 years. However, she is more than happy to demolish him on social media. Unbelievable.
Men know within 90 days of dating you if they want to marry you. Some actually know within 2 dates. Now, I'm not saying that they will propose after 90 days or after 2 dates, but they know in their head and they start making plans to spend the rest of their life with you. If y'all have been together for over a year and there is no active movement towards marriage, I'm sorry, babe, you are a placeholder. I feel like in our late 20s and 30s, like as women, sometimes we are just so desperate for love, for companionship, that we will stick around with people that we know that we are placeholders for. Because that man will leave you and then get with the person that he really wants and then marry them in 3 or 6 months. And this can be applied to anybody with masculine energy, because it's so funny that people say, oh, you know, lesbians always get married and move in very quickly. They find a good woman and they are not playing because they already know that someone else will take her just as well as they tried to.
So true. They put you in a category within a month or less. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.